We got it.
Hi, everybody.
We got it. Year and change and everything else. And
is it doing stuff?
Yeah, it's doing stuff.
Okay.
Doing good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, welcome once again to Frack Paddy Wack. Coming up with an early Halloween edition here. As always, we thank you for joining us here live on a Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And to make things going on from here, make sure you always jump on chat. Say hello. We love you. You love us. Don't deny it. We know. We just know. Okay. But yeah, so please do share on Facebook, share on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and always you can always share on our website, ffpw.live. So yeah. Oh, and YouTube as well. So while you're there, but if anything else, also make sure to help us stay alive. It's right. It's on you now. Solely on you.
You're in front of a curtain. Everybody else is trying to stay alive.
I feel like you're in ICU or something.
He is.
Like, there's a privacy
reporting live from the hospital. Frack, what did you do? I can't answer legally.
Pinkies up.
Not shocking.
Yeah. So, but anyways, donate, sponsor. We got a lot of things happening, a lot of things coming up. We got bigger and better ideas coming up. The gang can't see it just yet, but I'm delving into more artsy stuff, as you can see now on this beautiful image of all of us. It's not just a square or a rectangle. It's a circle.
We don't know what he's talking about.
No idea.
They'll see later.
He's running two screens. We don't
exactly.
See
I see it. They can't. This is what it's like to have power.
That's kind of creepy.
It
just doesn't.
Anyways, yeah.
Anywho, so take over the night.
Be careful.
We got a crazy volcano happening that way.
Volcano's over there. So.
All right, so Wack, take it over, please.
All right, everybody. We hope that you guys are doing great. We're doing well. Things are kind of getting back to normal on show speed for us, and yeah, life's still all over the place, but we're glad that you were able to join us tonight. So our segments for the night are our niches. So we're going to tell you about our businesses, and then we're going to, dive in on other cool things that we want to talk about, like something awesome shout out. We are doing a Would You Rather game, and the You Decide bracket is Halloween bad guys. I brought back the random questions with FFPW, so we've got just random questions that we want to ask each other. Whatever. And then the focus segment for the night is Halloween, 80s, 90s, and today. So we're gonna throw back to the time when
skipping 2000.
Yeah, 2000s don't because it doesn't matter.
2010.
Yeah, because
2000 Britney and NSYNC.
2000 and 2010 doesn't matter. It's like
I don't think
what were we doing? It's like the in between. Should we be going trick or treating, or should we be passing out Halloween candy? We're not sure exactly. I was not having.
I don't think there was anything defining and life changing during that time frame for Halloween. I mean, maybe movie wise out there.
Rule. That's like all
80s, 90s. We were trick or treat.
Yes.
Now our kids are. The kids you don't know about that are out there somewhere are trick or treat.
Go for the big bars, never settle for the minis.
So and then I think I already said our Halloween our bracket is for Halloween bad guys, which is a lot of fun. I glanced at it, of course, and it's all Halloween bad guys that we know and
should know
and love. Yeah,
and some of them won't die.
Yep,
literally.
Most of them never die. There's actually no, we'll get it.
Yeah, all right.
And then of course, we have a closing quote, but tell us about the games.
All right. If you are wrong, you
grab a drink, people.
And if we all agree, then we drink together. We're just drinking.
Speaking of, yes, it's delicious.
What is it?
It's a chocolate porter with screwball.
Peanut butter whiskey.
Peanut butter whiskey shot inside
of.
It's a
Reese cup beer.
There you go.
It's delicious. Does it taste like a Reese cup?
It's just strong.
I don't know. Try more. Tell us, please.
It's just strong and delicious. You could use a little more peanut butter, but I don't think that 2 shots of whiskey inside of one beer.
Just some peanut butter and just dunk it in.
Yeah, it's not, and especially when you're drinking wine, you're drinking water, and you're drinking water.
Maybe powder, like a protein powder.
I don't even know who that guy is right now.
Hey, listen, medicine. I can't. All right, I'm sorry. So when you get herpesiphylitis,
I think exactly.
You get them all. You gotta just kill it all with medicine. So
but it wasn't funny when we said it. Okay, you see how?
Yeah. He's like all defensive. I'm like, chlamydia's a hell of a drug.
What do you like? Toilet.
Chlamydia's not a drug, first and foremost. Okay, let's talk about this.
Can't take them anywhere.
We're just
even.
Listen, go to your local health department.
Hey, everybody.
But I guess it's what happens when you get horny.
Whack. We're not playing peekaboo. Keyword of the night.
Technically,
So we're going to stick with our government names because, of course,
For real? No.
seriously, like, oh gosh.
seriously.
Hashtags in the night, FFPW20, hashtag Happy Halloween, and hashtag Still Too Hot.
It is still too hot out. It's
It
ridiculous.
really is.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Happy Halloween! You're gonna pass out when you start trying to collect candy, and just like next house.
They're all sweating in their costumes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's
just
funny
get
is-
in the car, air conditioning, and then next house.
But you remember having to put on like your winter jacket, like
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yes.
nobody could see your
No.
costume, and we would have to
Yes,
flash
no.
them. Like,
I remember
Yeah.
sweating in our plastic costumes from like
Yeah,
the 80s
yes.
and 90s.
oh my
Like,
gosh, no.
Which we'll talk about it in our
Yeah.
segment. Yeah. But still definitely too hot out. Because I was hoping that we'd be dressing
enjoying some.
the costume that he wants to dress up as. I'm like, dude,
We
you'll wear
had
it for
one
12
day of
seconds.
like nippy weather. It was like 60.
It's supposed to drop next week.
Yeah,
For
so-
those of you who are out there in
Next
other
Thursday
states
should be
that have seasons, we live in Florida. We're in Central Florida to be more exact, and it's in the 80s and 90s, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of like Volcano over there on the couch.
Yeah, it's just a random,
Hey, can you hush? Thanks.
it's a random child ghost we have in here.
All right. Yeah, just
So let's talk about financial markets real quick.
real quick.
Please, for goodness sake, use precious metals like gold, silver, etc., whatever, as your barometer for the financial market in general.
That's awesome.
It's okay if you want to invest into it. That's fine. It's good to have diversified portfolios, but do not use that as like, well, gold is doing. Oh, God, that is not how you.
So you don't like me starting conversations with you like that?
No, you can. That's fine.
Gold's up. The market's doing terrible.
Yeah. But think about this. When do you see pawn shops buying gold? When gold is down. They're
Right.
gonna buy it cheap.
Yeah.
And then when they sell, when everybody's saying high, because people need money, so they need to sell their gold or whatever, jewelry, etc. So but don't use it as your barometer. You're not a pawn shop. So yeah. That's my thing. Just please, for God's sakes, talk to me.
I want to know how that conversation.
I know. I want to know what my
Initiated.
option is.
Like, do you have your Roth IRA in place? No. I got some gold.
Somebody who just
You wanna
triggered me.
see?
You know who you are exactly on chat. So
Also, wasn't my dad okay?
okay, he's safe for now.
What's up in your world?
So again, I love to divert actually from tech and just talk about things that intrigue me. And of course, it's a movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the original movies, Dune.
Mhm.
Nope.
Sting was in it.
I need to watch it because I'll like it. All right.
Yes.
All right. We'll do.
Well, 2021 version is out on HBO Max tonight, and I am like super duper stoked to watch it. And I know you want to talk, and I'm so sorry, but you got some heavy hitters in here, and I highly recommend. First, watch the first one so you get the premise of it, and then watch it.
Okay.
But
Because I was like, we can just have a movie night tonight. Screw it. We're all hanging out.
if I watch a movie with you, especially that movie without Kay,
All
my
right.
life is over.
All right.
Oh yeah, there will be
You're
no
welcome.
frick.
I'm
So
sorry.
what's the first one called?
Dune.
Dune 1.
Dune, D-U-N-E. Well, no, it's
Called Dune?
yeah, D-U-N-E. Yeah, it was late 70s.
65.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. A Sting was in it, and some big actors from those times. But again,
Sting. What about Hulk Hogan? Was he in it? Oh.
wrong Sting. The police
84.
Sting. Was it?
So
The
is this
book was
a-
published in 65.
Yeah, it was
the
in
movie
65.
was in 84.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Sting was born at 60.
Is this a sequel or is it just
No.
a
It's a
reproduction?
readaptation.
Okay, so I can watch it.
Yeah, you can. It's just
Okay. Sting was
you'll
born
appreciate
at
it more.
Not
Like you know how you watch the first one, like as Fast and
Mhm.
Furious.
No, I
one is
appreciate it,
good.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, now definitely with today's technology, it's going to be a hell of a lot better. I'm going to assume that. But
I'll let you know tonight.
okay,
Go back and watch the original Halloween as well before you get into these new
Oh
ones.
gosh, yes, please.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah,
And then watch on Netflix, which I saw you had watched, so we watched.
I forgot y'all do that.
technically, it wasn't me.
Is your sister?
So whoever else was using your account next to us.
Thanks, sister.
Look at my customer.
Yeah, it was like the making of.
The
So
making
there's
of.
a series
the
called the
original,
making
yeah,
of the
yeah.
movies or something like that.
And
They
it's
go through a
like-
bunch.
It's not all scary movies.
No, it's a
There's
fun-
one on
it's a
Elf,
ton.
and he said I can't watch it until after Halloween.
Yeah. So we watched the Halloween one. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was really
And,
cool.
awesome.
and again, people forget sometimes. Oh, but that old movie sucks. I'm like, well, yeah, that was the greatest technology for that.
Yeah.
That time.
No,
Yeah, and
like,
like
For the
they were
original
talking about
Halloween, they were talking about the
the
camera that they bought.
follows you.
was literally, there were like 5 of them made, and it was one of the first ones that they bought it, and there were only 5 of them made or something.
Super low budget film, but it made them look like they weren't because
it was
invested in this piece of equipment.
It was the
like
modern day stabilizer,
yeah.
a Panavision or something like that. It was called.
And before they didn't have any stabilizers, so if you wanted to follow someone,
if you were walking, it was like,
somebody's taking a step.
Which you still get now, but then at the same time, you got the stabilizers.
Yeah, you would have someone like pushing you.
Yeah, you got these little handheld ones, and now
instead of
those ones, they're like gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool though. But
our friend Robert used something like that, where it was the hand stabilizer one with the camera in the middle, so that was less shock or more shock absorption, and helped us with our music video. I'm just like, and now you can just go on Amazon.
Yeah, Cody's got a ridiculous shoulder set.
Yeah,
all to hold this camera, but then all these it's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, and then that camera they had said that it really only holds like 30 minutes a reel, because the reels were long, so 30 minutes of tape was a long time. Well, when you're doing takes, so you do 3 or 4 or 5 takes. Okay, that used up a reel. Now you got to go get another reel, and the reels were stupid heavy, and it's
like some of the stuff they just left.
What we're getting at is don't judge the old movies by the technology. That was good for its time, you know. And
so cool. I will go back and watch the original Dune, and then since you're looking at me like I'm really gonna enjoy it, then I'm in. So cool.
You match my nerd.
Yeah.
All right. Paddy Wack.
New year, new website, new marketing plan. That should be. I mean, and
start thinking about your website and your marketing that you want to do for next year, so you can have it in place and ready to go when the new year starts.
Let's get on a call to start talking about that, just because it's in setting meetings or whatever it is, and because that's the biggest thing right now is
go ahead and start thinking about your goals and what you want your sales to be now.
Yep. If you know how much you can handle, how many calls you can handle, stuff like that, then yeah.
I mean, you've got the last 3 quarters to get ready for the next 3 quarters, which are that exactly. It's going to be that
last 3 months to get ready for And we did, and I always used to do this in our BNI group. Was always we hit this last quarter, and it's like new year, new plans. Make sure you're doing it now. Don't come at us at January and be like, oh, I need a website, or the last week in December. Oh, I need a website for the no. Let's
okay, fine, I'll do it for triple the cost.
Yeah, got to sit down and set a plan. Google made a ton of changes, which I've talked to you about. Like Google has just made a bunch of platform changes. They're phasing out a lot of stuff.
Yes, they are.
They're phasing out types of ads that they're doing now and moving more toward machine learning, which I don't necessarily love. But there's a lot of changes.
Things are evolving, and you have to.
There's a lot of changes coming, so we're staying on top of that, which is why I said
people that have tried
we need to hold off on this set of ads. We'll look into these, and now
And if you are one of the people who have tried to do their own Google ads themselves, a lot of things are changing, and they might be auto applying to your account that you don't know about. So you could be spending through your budget faster, or you could be seeing less results than you usually do. And if you are, you can call us to talk to us about it. We have, what is it?
Things.
Yeah.
Got it. Those.
If you are running Google Ads, log into your account. When you get a second, take a look, click that recommendations tab, and then look and see if there is a beta for auto apply. Because they're turning them on, and they're just kind of auto applying things to your account that you may not want. So you definitely need to log in and check that. All right, something awesome. Shout out. Oh, TBA marketing, let your awesome out.
Let your awesome out.
Your electronic specialist.
Boo.
You might have broke it. She's gonna fix it.
Or try to, because you might have broke it real good.
Goofy Horn financial advisor.
He's your go-to guy. Your GTG.
That's your go-to guy.
Something awesome. So I think I worded this wrong, but whatever. I love being paired with somebody that is like-minded to work with, that compliments you. So I know we do this. I know we do this. Like, hey, I was thinking this. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Let's do this and let's make it even better. And I have just surrounded myself with a bunch of people that are like that. And I'm just like, friends.
Can I make a note with that? It's not.
Wait, do I have to punch you?
Not yet.
Volcano, hush.
It's not finding just yes people. It's like mine is, because you might find a person who says, well, no, what about this? And you thought about, oh, okay, like-mindedness in order to help either
Yes.
complement the way you work or bring in a different idea or tell you, no, that's dumb or
Absolutely.
stupid. You should not, perhaps. Because again,
And we need that.
Yeah,
Like, I need
exactly,
you
yeah.
to banter with me. I need you to fight with me. Like, tell me why you feel that way.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna hurt.
Well, I speaking with one of our largest and closest clients, like we were talking about budgets and things like that, and just going over stuff, and he was just being honest, and we were being honest, and I was like,
It's nice to have those
open conversations. Like, hey man, I just want
no
you to
one's
take,
feelings getting hurt.
Yeah.
You're just
Right.
giving honest criticism.
take a look at this for me because okay, cool. Well, here you
But
go.
I love
Here's
that,
my
that
answer on
I
that.
can't afford this. How can you help me
Right.
afford
Yeah.
this?
And I
whatever.
telling him I greatly appreciate the phone call of you saying, hey, can we take a look at this and maybe give it another glance to see how we can make it a little bit more, we may have to cut back on
Mhm.
something to make room for
Whatever.
this other piece. And like,
Because somebody not loyal would have just called somebody else.
yes, I love the conversations of just being open and honest.
Mhm.
So
Yep. So that's my something awesome.
Well, my something awesome right now is thank God for modern medicine. Thank man, thank Shiva, thank Buddha, thank whoever. Seriously, oh my gosh. I said like right now.
It's herpes, y'all. It's okay.
With what was it? With my lymph nodes getting swollen and allergies trying to kill me. I mean, imagine a lot of people nowadays who would have died from prior. I'm gonna murder you all later.
You gotta kiss me.
It is not sexually related for once.
For once.
he says.
But is that what she said?
No.
I already called and checked. Jeez Louise, people. If you must know, got myself checked. It's nothing to do with any of that.
Love
My
you so
God.
much. Go ahead. So you're not using herbal, holistic stuff. You're like,
Well, I mean, that's what medicine truly is, to be
I
honest.
know,
If you go back
but-
to the roots of it, but modern medicine allows for things to be found out, with chemistry and science and physics and everything and whatnot. So yes, I'm thankful for modern medicine to have
steroids.
it readily available. Antibiotics, whatever it is that somebody may need. Because think about how many people nowadays would be dead if they didn't have something as simple as think people with diabetics.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
We fight that battle every day.
Yep. So, but anyways, for me, it's mainly the allergies and everything and lymph nodes swollen that are not trying to kill me anymore. So thank God medicine. So,
My something awesome is I took my swan to On Swan, and it was also on Swan Avenue in Hyde Park in Tampa. So their menu is super fresh and delicious. They source like everything locally, and they also make everything from scratch in the
do
restaurant.
they serve swans?
No. Volcano.
I was a little disappointed that they had swan decor in there. But
Oh,
it was
that
on
was-
Swan Avenue,
It's like-
and
it's like-
that's why they're named on
Yeah.
Swan.
It's like, guys, double whammy. Swan on swan. Come
And
on.
so I wore my swan necklace that I have.
Not even. Mommy, but we had a great time. It's
This picture's
We
wrong.
got,
A very-
we got all dressed up
Mhm.
and went
Yeah.
out and just had a nice date night.
birthday
for
date
his
night. Yeah.
Birthday.
I need help with something.
But we had a great time. It was really nice. We did a reservation. We arrived. One of the roads was closed as we went to pull in. Well, we've never been there, so we have to
Yeah.
circle around the neighborhood to get to the parking garage. We call them. We're like, we are parking right now, and our reservation is for right now. And she's like, thank you for calling. Like, we really appreciate it. Like, we were just not showing up for a
Yeah, yeah,
reservation
yeah.
or something.
And
But then-
everyone was super polite.
Yeah, everybody's super nice. The place is a modern industrial.
Okay.
So it's got
Like
just this cool
farmhouse.
kind of
But modern,
nice,
it's a modern building.
good woodwork,
Interior
brick,
looks like modern.
and then
farmhouse,
but then the exposed like
rustic.
AC ducts and things like that, like the
Pipes.
piping through it.
So they're cheap. Got it.
Yeah, no, it looks,
I'm kidding.
but it was really nice.
Do
Very,
you want to pick
But
the
it's
extra
also
cover?
like it's rather small.
Yeah.
It's not like a big place.
yeah. So
That's good.
when they do that, it makes it feel like an open air building instead of putting drop ceiling in
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. It's
What is
Really?
their famous plate? They
they rotate their dishes.
like the only thing they keep on the menu, I think, is the ribeye.
The ribeye, which was $112, but it would feed 3 to 4 people.
Is it two?
Was it a swan rib?
Yeah, we looked at it, we were like, no, we're good.
Well, we
But
wanted to try
we
it.
had, we wanted to try a couple things. We had a.
It's not like we saved money by not getting.
Yeah, no. We had a salmon dish that was
Oh, the crystal.
crowstones.
Salmon.
But it was
There comes that
salmon.
conversation again, people.
Everything they had a separate gluten-free fryer
Oh,
and everything.
wow.
So
like,
everything
if you want
separates.
French fries, you can have French
Yeah,
fries.
you could have French fries.
There you
that
go.
were-
For our gluten-free friends out there who have celiac disease or gluten allergies
Mhm.
or want to be a healthier option, there you go.
Yeah, it was super great. But the best salmon I've ever had. It was amazing. It was like sushi. Like
Yeah,
just
it
that.
was like
Yeah.
sushi. Grade.
I read that
And it
as
was raw.
Jeez Louise.
a tick
seriously.
fart. But it's a
Fig tart.
fig tart.
Yes, yeah, and some of their. We had to figure out how to say some of the names, but
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, the foie gras.
salmon on gluten-free bread, like
Wax slid it over to me on the menu. He's like, I read that wrong.
Yeah.
I was like,
She just did.
I
Too.
did
Yeah.
too. I was like,
that was that exact one. I was like, yep, I read that wrong. And then of course we took a picture outside.
I ended up getting the scallops.
Yeah, she got the scallops.
really? I would have thought you would have got mahi.
And I got the pork chop.
I love
Okay,
it.
now hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm not gonna lie. For a good like 2 to 3 years, I thought kale was Cali.
Okay.
Going back to Cali.
Yeah, like
Cali.
it's like what's a
Cali.
Cali salad? So, oops.
All right. And yeah, so great time there. My something awesome shout out is you guys. Thank you. I know I said it at the birthday party, but I was not intending to have a birthday party. I wasn't. I was. Let's get together for a couple drinks. I don't try to make a big deal about birthdays, even though it's the 40th or the 50th. Or what. I don't try to make.
Even though it was ruined.
I just my thing is I just want to hang out with friends. Like
Thanks, Brandon.
yeah,
Oh,
I just want to hang out with a couple friends and just have a good time. And she had said that, once we said, hey, we're gonna go up to Winter Circle for happy hour, like a bunch of people said they were coming, and then my sister making the trip over, and then like family members making the trip over from Brandon. I got family, Christy and Brandon coming over.
And your
from
dad yelling
Sierra.
at you. 20 people, huh?
20 people, huh? And
better.
I mean, he did know better. He was also pre-warned. But yeah, which and Cheyenne did a great job with everybody. The kitchen crushed it. Food came out.
Yeah,
food
That
came
was
out.
like-
Yeah, like food came out as like right on time when it's. I was like, you hire some new people. He's like, yeah, I got 2 new people. I'm like, it's obvious. They
Yeah.
actually like they like their job. This is weird.
Listen. I walked away from my food from the table thinking like it'll be here in like 15, 20.
Yeah.
So I was there like 3
Huh?
minutes. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't have left.
Yeah.
So,
like
yeah.
wings take 13, 15 minutes. They were there like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly,
like,
yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Normally this is
And it was happy hour on a Friday.
yeah, happy hour on
It's
a
not like
Friday.
it
So
wasn't-
I'm expecting 20 to 30 minutes is
Right.
kind of the norm. And I was just like, food just kept coming up right away. And I'm like,
Oh.
yeah. And it's not like they don't pre-make anything. So it's not like you're sitting there like, oh, my cheese sticks came up in like they came up in 6 minutes. This is normal.
I'm still upset
Can
about
you
the
make a
Hopkins,
cheese
just
stick?
so you know.
So
I've
you
been
know.
talking about that all week.
Well, and the same thing.
We were devastated. We had to do the new menu.
Doing the new menu and having to let's go, Brandon. Having to remove things. Potato skins.
Yeah, my
Everywhere.
I was like very angry.
I mean, literally having trouble getting middle of next year is what we're talking.
Wow.
Y'all suck.
Insane.
Listen, supply chain.
Get your stuff together, Idaho.
Supply chain.
And is it all
You a hoe.
potatoes, or is it just like
I don't know.
I just
potatoes?
basically it's scoop potatoes because they need to
It's the processing.
because McDonald's needs to make sure they have fries.
Hey,
Well, I was thinking
I don't know.
if it's potato shortage, you better buy up
But,
potatoes early for Thanksgiving.
Not to get off
do
track,
not do your barometer, but
but
I'm gonna invest. in
thank you
potatoes.
guys for setting up. It looked awesome in
Yes,
there, even
I
just
will.
walking in. And then I know she came in and moved everything around because she had a.
But we
thank-
expected that. We just
even
I
still,
didn't even know. So
Even
I'm
still,
sorry.
Go pick up
the
stuff.
coolest Star Wars decorations ever. Like, because I'm a big nerd, so like I'm a 40-year-old 4-year-old. I'm a 4-year-old birthday party 40th. So
That cake was pretty cool too, by the way.
the cake was awesome and delicious.
Yeah, it
Shout out.
was.
Yeah, like shout out to Publix.
That
But
They were able to do
they
that
made-
in like 24
because we
hours.
weren't planning on doing anything, so she throws together a cake in 24 hours and they knocked it out. Like
but I woke up that morning, what I took was gone. I was like, y'all like the cake?
Because obviously you looked in the fridge. They like,
It wasn't even
they
in
saw
the fridge.
to-go
I wrapped
boxes.
it up.
They're like,
yes. Like, what did mom bring home?
yeah, mom brought.
She brought the good stuff.
So, left still?
I got a little that I'm
Nice.
munching on that I need to eat because if not.
It's just gonna go
But yeah, but great time, just a great week, and thank you. Like just a really great week that I didn't expect. I'm not like, ooh, I need a whole bunch of attention. Like if we go and do stuff cool, if I get to hang out.
I
with
mean,
friends,
we try to hang out with
cool.
I did the
friends
same
and
We
thing.
try to
family
spend-
for
yeah,
birthdays,
we
but
always
don't
try to-
make-
I don't make a
We
big
don't
deal.
really make a
So,
huge
no,
deal out of birthdays. We don't really spend a ton of money on birthdays.
And I feel like
I feel
the
like
40th,
Christmas-
other people make a big deal
I
about
feel
the
like
40th.
Christmas is our
Yeah.
thing that we make a big deal of.
Yeah. So it was exciting to like birthday week. We got to, we
Yeah,
had
like,
we had
we had
something different.
We had a 40-year-old birthday week. We haven't had birthday weeks and
No. No. So
I do
be on the
same.
lookout next year for hers.
Uh,
I mean 30th. Her 30th birthday.
well, in that case, then would you rather?
I would.
I would rather not have a 40th birthday.
Well, I would like y'all to know that Kay pointed out, he said, are all your friends younger than you? So, hey, Kay.
You can really see it all over here.
I know, right? Like, jerk. Oh, good job.
Don't
We're
jump.
in a meeting.
All right, so would you rather, that's,
Yeah,
yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. You're
You,
Frick.
okay, would you rather
I'm gonna have to get another
What's
drink.
in that water?
fall into, I don't even have a water,
Oh,
fall into a pool of blood or kiss the creature from Black Lagoon? You know,
Lagoon.
does something happen when you kiss the creature from the Black Lagoon? Like, do you turn into? a
I've never
lobster
seen
or
this movie, so
a frog?
You don't want. Okay, I'm gonna go pool of blood. I'd rather fall into a pool of blood.
blood.
Wow, the fact that you both went there, apparently I have to, or I need to watch the movie. Creature
Just,
from the Black Lagoon.
just Google it real quick.
All right.
I am.
Now here's the thing: you got to be careful.
Like, does
Say-
he bite?
Blood easy to just like if it's just a giant pool of blood, it's not easy to just like swim out of. It's not like
Yeah, no, I've seen Carrie. It's
yeah. I mean, yeah. So you be good at like crawling through probably like holding your breath, crawling through the floor of the pool until you get to a good enough section you can actually stand out of it.
I mean, if I just have to kiss him and that's it, like he's not gonna hurt
I
me.
hope we're not getting a bunch of echo because
No.
Rex. Not
I mean, if I
I,
just have to kiss it and that's it, it's not gonna bite me or kill me. Or anything, but I'm just gonna kiss this thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's
since,
ugly, but
since I'm looking at the photo, I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know what happens if it.
yeah. Do I turn into that if I kiss him?
Son,
I'm gonna give it some cuddles. Top volcano. You need to chill.
go to your room.
You need to pick a room. You're being too loud for our meeting.
You can stay out here, but you have to be
We love
quiet.
you. You're just being really loud and you're doing it on purpose.
too much volcano.
We're not paying attention, just so you know.
except for right now.
You're
Just-
showing off, but at this moment, this is the only time we're paying attention. So you're just being really loud. Because it's 9:30 at night.
so now this word.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
He doesn't have school.
so what are we choosing there? So pool
Yeah,
of blood or
I'm gonna kiss the thing.
Yeah.
he's choosing a kiss?
Are we at 50-50?
Yeah.
We are.
All right. So we.
Flip the sack.
All right. Well, the
One of
faces
them
heads. The faces
flicking the
heads.
bells.
It's a microphone sack. Back.
So the faces heads.
The face is
His head's always.
All right.
It's got a head on it. Tails.
The lagoon wins.
Lagoon.
Ugh.
just
Yeah, I didn't realize that you didn't have a drink because you
I
always have
finished
a
it.
drink.
I know because I
Okay.
finished it when I.
So sorry because
No. It was my fault.
prior
I
to
just
starting the show, I'm
realized
like,
it.
you are my God, screw you.
I completely just realized it. I was like, oh.
Okay, good. I'll keep my sack out
All right. So
Whoa.
just in case.
luckily
it's
nobody can
needed.
see it from that angle over there.
Can.
With-
Okay.
All
say
right,
the
so
word.
back to Frack's phobias here. So would you rather have Chuskaideka, which is the fear of the number 13, or Samhainophobia, which is the fear of Halloween?
Hmm.
No, not even close. I already have a fear of Halloween now.
I would rather have a fear of Halloween than the number 13. Because the number 13 comes
Up in
Every
life.
month?
is
At least every month.
Once a month, and
And
it
it
comes up in daily life.
Transactions.
normal counting and
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna agree. Are you being sweet?
Yeah, Halloween, I guess.
Oh, you're being weird.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
because I enjoy. So yeah, so I rather. But
Stop.
if that's the only thing I can't, just enjoy once a year instead of the number 13 itself,
Right.
then yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm Halloween.
Yeah.
Is that social?
All right,
Yes.
social.
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 Do you want me to get you water?
It must be still in my truck.
Can I get you a beer?
All right, Patty.
Shot of whiskey.
All right. Would you rather go camping
Be fun if
at
you were drunk on
Camp
whiskey.
Crystal Lake
Be fun.
or live on Elm Street?
I think it'd be
Ugh,
hilarious.
can't.
It'd be so fun.
I would like you to know that I
It's like, yes!
that's what I heard because he was talking at the same time, and that's what I heard.
Would you rather be an elf on Elm Street?
Yes, I really
She's
would.
like, yes. I'm like, I get to be short for a day. Same height.
Wait, like down the road a piece?
No.
Like
Jason
Jason
Voorhees.
That's Friday the
Oh.
13th.
I
Tell me
heard
you've
that.
seen Friday the
Yeah.
13th.
Well,
Okay. What? Oh, there it is.
Okay. The only.
Well, he's not winning in the bracket.
Okay. And the only reason why I'm not choosing any, here's my train of thought on Elm Street. I have to eventually sleep.
Mhm.
And if I can't sleep, then it's going to get me eventually. And I don't want to be able to, so.
Well, well, here you go. I think of it this way. You're either camping at Camp Crystal Lake. It doesn't mean that there's a killer there. Or you're living.
There-
You're living
There's a killer there.
on Elm Street.
So I have a better chance of running away from a killer and trying to do things and hijinks and whatever to survive the movie. Although I am the funny guy, so therefore I'll die second. Really, I mean, because living in Elm Street, then you'll never get any sleep.
I guess camping because it's not living.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
like camping is just like you go
A
for
week.
the summer or
Live. I guess. I mean,
And I
if you're,
glamp. so
if you're
there's
gonna
not-
go that, yeah,
you
right.
can't escape Camp Crystal Lake, but I mean,
Also, here's something that's
You got
bothered
it.
me for something like that. Why not try to capture the person instead of running away? Just capture the person and then
These are all white people. They're not trying to capture them.
you had her first. You heard it first right here.
And the black guy's
Sorry.
already dead.
Yeah, right.
Died in the second scene.
Oh,
Sorry.
All right, so I
Bad
think-
joke.
movie tropes.
Just-
Movie tropes.
yeah, I think.
social.
Are we all?
Camping?
Yeah.
We're all gonna
I
camp?
guess we're all camping out. I don't want to go camping at all.
That's why I said glamping.
They had cabins.
I don't like the. I don't. Okay. Would you rather be haunted in your dreams for a week or go camping in the forest where a serial killer is on the loose?
I can deal with
So-
1 week because if it's just hunted in my dreams,
You're,
I'm
or
gonna
going
die in my
camping for a week. So it's Freddy Krueger
dreams. Okay,
for
so
a
now,
week.
yeah,
If you
didn't
fall
say that
asleep.
kind of haunted.
If you
You
fall
didn't say I
asleep.
could be dead
you
from
kill me
my
in
dreams.
Yeah.
It just haunted.
Yeah.
Can I
Well,
die?
there's both opportunities.
So like Elm Street.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's
would
why.
you rather
yeah,
live on Elm Street?
yeah,
or we-
you totally stole my question.
I was typing that before we left.
All
It
right.
said go camping. When I looked at it,
I had to go.
would you rather go
How-
camping?
How
or
long am I
would you
camping for?
it's a week. So
Okay.
it's a week of if you fall asleep, there's a possibility.
Chances to get in the
Maybe.
forest
Yeah,
because
I'm
in your
gonna go in the
dreams
forest.
anything can kind of happen and it's sometimes not up to you. It's what your brain's like. You're gonna fight him with a spork. I'm like, no, I need to. Come on.
A dirty diaper.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not tempted to go with my dreams because of the fact that if it's for a long, maybe I just go to sleep every 48 hours or every 3 days and I just stay up. And
Have you not met me?
I don't know. I don't take Adderall or anything like that, so I don't know what it's like. But maybe you just
I probably need like cocaine that week just to stay awake.
Yeah.
I kid, I don't do
just this
drugs.
time.
Frick's like, I took a nap before I got here.
I wish. I really wanted to.
Most Thursdays. Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
gonna choose the forest.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pick the forest too, and I'm terrified of the dark, so I'm probably
Just for or something.
So you won't sleep for 2 weeks. Got it.
the best I. Yeah. I don't,
That's the best sleep you'll ever get.
yeah. Is that social?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think it
Yep.
is. Since it was the same question.
You guys just think so much
I
alike.
typed that before we left.
It said go camp. Would you rather go camping or would you rather drive your car? Nobody knows what.
Hey, let's talk about something else now.
Oh, at least tell me I'm not wrong.
I already had my question before we left.
So,
then
now,
Or tell me I'm wrong. You guys gotta pick. You
so
gotta pick one.
I
then,
got to quit.
Chat. Let us know if you're reading a question that says, "Would you rather go camping?" and that's all it says. And then you got to type your question. What do you put?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
It's okay. That's
All right.
so yeah. All right.
Let's talk about
Costumes.
Halloween.
Yeah.
so now your wording was back in the 80s and
80s,
compared to now?
80s, 90s. Yeah.
Compared
So
to-
then and now. So when we were kids versus now we're adults.
All right. Do you have any memorable Halloween costumes from when you were a kid?
Yeah, they're all plastic. They were all that plastic face
The
mask.
whole
thing.
costume was plastic.
Right.
Like I had like a jumpsuit. I think it was a cat or something, but it was a white plastic
And it's-
jumpsuit,
Yeah.
and it was a print on the front, and then you wore a mask, but it was white on the back, and it just had a big slit. So you like open the slit and you put your legs in, and you put the things over your arms. Like,
Jesus.
and
How-
since it was hot in Florida, we wore like shorts and
Yeah.
Thank
a
gosh, it
t-shirt
was
under
cool in New York.
but
Like,
the
but so-
costume was
the
long
plastic-
pants and long sleeves.
they
So
were like
plastic.
painted trash bags.
Yes, it's your arms are
Okay,
sweating
now you gotta
on
chill.
the
Mommy's
ends
talking.
because it's plastic, and your
Yeah.
legs are sweating.
Did you
So
not
just
wear
wearing
costumes
shorts
like that?
and-
Because you kind of.
Well, I mean, in South America, everything's hot.
That's insane.
So
I forgot about that.
yeah,
I forgot about
Yeah.
you being a kid in South. What's
Yeah, I mean-
Halloween costumes like?
the ones I remember, I mean, it wasn't really like even like the plastic ones you guys are talking about. I mean, I know I dressed up for like vampire a lot because we just had to wear a cape, get a nice little
Yeah.
shirt or something, and then but I don't remember seeing a lot of kids or anything like that, like in those kind of hazmat suits you're talking about.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
not a lot of that. I mean,
All right, we're gonna share a couple of these in chat, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna share a couple of my photos.
but also don't forget.
I have a picture of myself in one of them, but it's at my dad's house.
Yeah, no, but don't forget also in South America, we were kind of backed up by several years
Sure.
on a lot of this stuff. So we didn't get a lot of those costumes or things until like
95. And you're mad at me because I
three
skipped
to
the
8 years
95.
after. Yeah. 3 to 8 years after. Yeah. So no, all that stuff seriously, it just
These things.
was not up there.
So my mom made all my costumes.
That's
so
awesome.
like one year I was Pippi Longstocking and she put like coat hangers in my hair, and then another year I
These
was
things.
an actual hot air balloon. And she made it from took a wicker basket and put. I mean, I was freaking 5'6".
Yeah.
Okay. all right, I was
Jesus.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
So even my uniforms for school and stuff, she made all that. My mom made everything.
That's awesome.
My mom's cool.
She is.
She
She's the
really
best.
is.
She's the best.
You guys were
Yeah,
just raising
we,
forests.
Yeah, I remember being. Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, and I did not get the cool Darth Vader one like that, but I remember being He-Man. I'm sure my brother was a Ninja Turtle, but it was the big gaudy plastic mask, and then like I said, it was basically a trash bag that was just painted
Painted on the
colors,
front-
and then they
on the
packaged
front
on the front
only.
only, and then they packaged it
Oh,
up.
I remember that. Like the whole back would just be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I remember doing those. I was a ninja one year, so I wore a ninja costume one year. But the costumes back were not like they are now, because now you've got
Colors
actually
now.
cloth. And I was getting to that too. is that- Well, there's a lot of the the cloth like, so for Star Wars costumes, you really have like cloth robes and things like that. Like everything's all made of cotton instead of plastic trash bags, and the masks, like I got that Michael Myers mask over there, is all rubberized.
You said
And
stunk.
it's still warm, yeah, because it just smells like
plastic.
rubber, or whatever it's made of.
But why do they have to make the kids look like little hoochies?
And that's
Yeah.
costumes now. Well, and that's just
I mean,
parents.
they make them
Parents,
for
why you
adults.
dress? Why you
They
let?
make them for adults to wear to
Mhm.
adult Halloween costume parties.
No, I didn't
And-
talk about like the little cute babies. Like they are like, I'm saying babies, but they're like toddlers and stuff. They just are inappropriate. Like
Sure.
make the child look like a child, not a freaking hooker.
Yeah, Volcano wanted to be Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda in today's new age costumes, if you search a Baby Yoda costume, is these robes, because all he wore,
Like
all Grogu
Jedi
wore was just
robe.
this. It was a sweatshirt robe,
Yeah.
and then the ears, and I'm like, I can't do that to him because we're in Florida. It probably be 85 degrees out, and he's just going, it's so warm, and then here we go, we waste money.
What's those potato sacks made out of?
Yeah, exactly, right, and
that
cut some
called?
legs into it, but yeah, he was Jedi when he was 2. Because last year was a spider.
Yeah.
So he was a Jedi when he was 2, and it was big on him. So we're gonna pull that out and see if it fits
And
him.
just get like a mask.
Then get the ears and just order the ears. So,
It's
Yes.
text.
yeah,
Did you
yeah. We'll toss these. You guys remember the costumes, and I see your guys' comments, and they're like old school costumes. That's the way they were. So
Mhm.
candy brands now gone.
I was just looking at some of these actually, and you know,
I don't
what?
know which ones are gone, but I remember back in the day I could have like, do they still make sixlets? I love those things.
Nope.
So bit of honeys are hard as heck to find.
Oh.
Yes.
They are still around,
Yeah.
but my golly, do I like those things.
Okay, so M&M almonds. I'm not sure if anybody
Oh,
remembers
yeah.
that. They used to have almond one, and
They
Yeah,
still
'cause
do.
They have
Really?
peanut.
Yeah.
Well, they had the peanut ones, but not almond specifically.
Yeah, they used to have a specific
They're not
almond.
to me, it is a brown bag. It could be any
She's
color.
colorblind, so
Yeah, no, it's okay.
And they do have special ones that you
I
can buy,
think
but you can't
I think it's
find
during
them
Easter.
everywhere.
I think it's during Easter they have
Yes,
the
you
almonds.
can buy them during Easter to the pastel
Yeah.
colors. Yes.
paydays.
They still have paydays.
Yeah, but you don't see them as much.
Shoot, go to our house. My daddy buys them as
Oh, yeah.
well.
Those are still pretty popular.
Lemon heads, gobstoppers, junior
Gobstoppers?
mints. They're still around,
They're
but you
still
don't
around.
see them
They're
in
harder to
the
get.
packs of candy that you can buy 300
Yeah.
pieces or 200 pieces. Because dots used to be crazy.
Well, before you could buy just
Whoppers. I don't
package of
understand
dots.
why
You need to go to
anybody likes
Sam's.
whoppers.
now you have to buy it in the mix. Like
Go to Sam's.
I
My
love
daddy
dots.
buys those too.
Any dots that anyone is around me and gets those, I'm taking.
Yeah,
them.
she.
I love.
Hot tamales, sugar babies.
That's miles. Yeah.
Yeah, all those used to kind of like, and you don't unless you go really cheap, you don't see anything like the mints and Tootsie Rolls and Sweet Tart packets anymore because parents are so protective over random candies that could have been opened and repackaged and things like
Mostly everything.
Sweet
is
Tarts.
gonna-
Just gave a kid a pack of ecstasy.
Just go to my house, guys.
No
My
one
father has all
is
the
giving
crap.
ecstasy.
I know that,
No
but
one's giving their
I know,
drugs to you.
It's always on the news like, oh, blah blah blah, drugs found in a candy bag. I'm like,
No one's willingly giving away their drugs. Okay, people who like to do drugs don't want to give them away.
It's expensive. Anyways,
It's an expensive
yeah,
habit.
so there was one called originally called from Cadbury. It was renamed Peanut Boost, and then it was recalled in 1994 or renamed as a Star Bar, and it was amazing because it's
Can I see
basically
a picture?
it's a bar that has a chocolate covering and it's filled with caramel and crushed roasted peanuts.
That sounds good.
You know, like that.
sounds like I would like.
I remember
it's-
the
no, it's-
Star
it's
Crunch
British. It's
from
British.
Little Debbie. The
I mean,
Star
so you're
Crunches.
not going to see here in the
Delicious.
U.S. a lot, but it's a British one, and I had some friends bring it over. I'm like, this is amazing. So it's
I'm scrolling and I'm like, ring pops.
Oh, you know what?
Would be cool to pass out on Halloween.
Oh, they still make.
I know they
They're
make them,
still
but
very popular
but
because Tyler
passing
gets
them
them at birthday parties.
Oh,
so
in
when
middle school, we
when we
had
do
those
our
all the time.
candy, I mean, obviously, when you look at, I got a 300 pack that's up there, and we need to buy more.
And it's like
Because
They're
that's-
BOGO at
Reese's
Sam's right now.
and
Okay,
Kit Kats
good.
and-
But yeah, so
It's
what I
really
tried to do is last year, it went really well actually. Last year I took and separated the chocolate from the regular candy because there's like she's allergic to chocolate. And I separated the chocolate from the candy. And obviously you see the chocolate go first, fastest the majority of the time. But kids were like, that's kind of cool. And yeah, but it was one of those like I
And
was
like if really little kids come to the house, like I'll give out fruits.
give them crushed Adderall.
So I made a shoot for my mom last year.
yeah.
I made a little
Yeah.
candy shoot for it that she
Oh.
would shoot it down to the little kids.
Nice.
Yes, there was a couple over
Can we get a sling?
on our road.
Stop
that
it.
Right?
they
That's what I was.
love to
was
hand
like, I
out
need a
candy and they
t-shirt
love
can.
to decorate for the holidays, but they're older
I
couple.
got you.
So they set up a table and they had like a little like slide, and they made like
Yeah.
little pre-made bags, and they just slid them down to the
That's so
kids.
sweet. See, don't take it
So
away.
no
from
one
our
had to like
parents.
reach in and get anything.
Yeah.
It was super sweet.
And I saw, and several people, and this is last year in the height of everything, had individual bags. So you came up and
Yeah.
just picked your
Or
little
they
individual.
just
They had it all.
They were in their garage. They set it at the end of their driveway and on a table, and you just pick one. You know?
I'm debating because like we want to take Volcano out, but at the same time, like
We love him.
we like
And he
passing
likes
out candy. He likes
he
that.
likes to give out things.
So I thought about like
and he likes to see
I
everyone
kind of want to
else.
set up in it, but you guys see our decorations too. So I want people to walk up, and I don't want to sit in this little.
And since our
Square
house is
patio.
decorated, everyone expects for us to be here passing out candy.
Yeah, so kind of gotta figure that out. So I thought about inviting friends over
But I
that want to
also
come
thought
over.
maybe
and-
we take him rather early,
Yeah,
and
then
because
just-
he's young, anyways.
right. But then, but yeah, and last time we put a sign up, and I think I had a show that night. I
You
think
did.
we played Federal Bar. So yeah, this year we'll be home. So I thought about like, I really want to like set up a cooler for the parents.
Yeah.
My
seen
my
it.
dad did that.
So
Dad did that and
and
buy a
then-
couple Bud Lights and some
Dude, he
milk,
had
a
whole
couple
cooler
cases.
and barely anyone came by.
Yeah, and nobody came. His road
house
is
is
it's
at the end of a
10
cul-de-sac
houses down.
and in
But,
the middle of a subdivision. So
yeah. So I thought about like
Oh no, I get to keep
set,
the alcohol.
yeah, set up and then
Yeah.
well, and that's
Well,
the
we
thing.
ended
Like
up drinking it.
I'll end up
We were
having it
getting-
anyways, but that's the thing is like setting up and for the parents that want a beer, here you go. And then anybody like all the kids get their candy and whatnot. So we'll
So that-
probably I think we're gonna do something over here.
That might work because mom doesn't plan on giving
It
out
is
candy
Sunday,
this
she
week
can't be
because
out
nobody
super
sits
late.
out there with her. So that might actually work if you guys want to.
That would be cool.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
I talked to her. Can't just throw it at her.
Yeah. That would be cool. But we thought about just doing something here and kind of hanging out and yeah. Anyways, what was next on there? Fall festivals. Did you
Did you
guys?
go
Oh,
to
wait.
any when you
What
were-
was your favorite candies?
Oh, mine was the
Mine was Reese's.
Back in the
Reese's
day?
or Snickers. I was happy with
I was
Butterfinger
also
too. I was chocolate.
I did really like Smarties.
I
I'd
still-
say Smarties and Sicklets.
I still love Crunch bars.
Okay.
So, and actually, the ones that I kind of, this is one of the reasons why I do miss going to the movies because you can get those little popper crunch things you can get in there. So it's like I don't know, they come like little clusters or whatever. And you can just buy them in a box.
Oh,
And
Goobers?
it's the crunch ones, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and it was by Crunch. It's basically all the Rice Krispie stuff they have in there, but it's just like little clusters and you just pop them in there. Just
And then they had
640.
snow caps.
Yeah.
And they had
Not a
the
fan of Snickers.
Raisinets. I like the Raisinets
Ugh.
at the movie theater.
Ugh.
healthy.
Raisins. Nah.
What is a chocolate?
I know I would
malt
normally
balls?
peel off the
The chocolate what?
Yes.
Malt balls.
Whoppers.
Oh,
Oh, Whoppers.
I can only
So-
eat like a handful.
Again, I would
After like 5 or 6, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like-
all right.
I was really allergic to chocolate. Even growing up, I didn't care. Like Sixlets were the only thing that I ate that really had chocolate in it. But like Whoppers, I would bite and like
And let-
peel off the chocolate and then eat the malt ball.
Mhm.
And
Or let it
the
just like melt on your
Raisinets,
tongue.
I'd peel off the chocolate.
My mom would always get us mixed up. I was not a Whoppers fan, but she thought I was. So every Christmas or birthday, whenever she first,
I
I'm
got
like,
you your favorite thing.
yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like
she was so excited all the time.
all the time, and
I know you love these.
I didn't have the heart to ever say anything,
Exactly.
and I was just like,
It's like it's not like I hate them or
I'm
anything.
just
It's
not a fan.
sad.
Like
They're all
I'm the
nice.
one stealing all your candy,
it's,
your Reese's, your Snickers. That's
Your
all
stepdad-
me.
Your stepdad loves Whoppers.
My stepdad loves Whoppers, and
Disgusting.
I think
Or
my bro, I think my them too, but I think she just got us mixed up, and she always kept buying them.
Now, non-chocolate though, Twizzlers my go-tos.
Oh,
I like Twizzlers. Yeah, I like Twizzlers.
I just bite the.
I like
the
Jolly
bottom of the
Rancher.
top.
I used to love Jolly Ranchers. I love
I didn't. I just couldn't get
Skittles.
stuck.
The blue Skittles were my favorite.
Skittles, Sour Patch
You
Kids.
tried to bite the Jolly Rancher?
Wait,
Um,
did you make straws out of your Twizzlers?
All the time.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing better than drinking a sugary ass
Oh,
drink out of a
drinking.
Twizzler of Twizzlers.
Drinking Pepsi or Coke out of them.
Oh god,
It
yeah.
was like bubble it.
The dumbest mistakes, and I still love doing.
Fall festivals. Do you remember attending any of them? Anything? I don't.
I
And it
do
could just be
because
my
I
memory.
grew up across. Well, I grew up across
Yeah,
the
you
street
guys
from
were-
a church, so most churches
I think
do fall
everyone-
festivals
I-
instead of celebrating a Halloween festival.
Oh.
So since right across the street from a church, they always have one, and I just walk over and go. So
You know,
but
I never
we never
to one
went out of
those.
the way to go to one. Like, oh hey, like
Yeah.
how we take Tyler to the
I know
Drink.
volcano.
Volcano.
I know that we went to Pumpkin Patch. I know that because obviously you saw the size of the pumpkin patches in
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York. So I do remember going to pumpkin patches and things like that, but I don't
Like real
remember.
pumpkin patch?
Yeah, but I don't remember actual fall
Not like
festivals.
us where
One of the
we put
pumpkin
'em on
patches I remember
pallets.
like it was like it was at a family member's house or something like that. Like we went into the house, and that might have just been the way they do it up there. Is that their house is you have a pumpkin
Like a
patch
haunted
and
house?
no, it's just a
No.
regular.
So I remember back
So,
in the day.
yeah. Because upstate New York is it's just open. So they might have had it to where their house was
Semi-rural.
Yeah, it might have been a fall festival
Oh, yeah.
style, but you go in to
Pretty
pay for your
rural up
pumpkin
there.
or something. It's quite.
Pretty
So
rural.
yeah, I don't remember any like fall festivals, but then again, as a kid, you don't really.
I mean, like I said, I remember my church at that time. You know, they would hold the same thing. I never went to the one that was across our houses there.
Yeah.
But you know, I went to the resurrection one where they had like the fair and everything's happening. So like again, same thing. They try to attract you for different reasons, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything that stood out.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I went to
I
Catholic
do
school. I have
remember
no idea. I don't
If
remember.
you went trick or treating when we lived in houses,
Yeah.
the street behind us, Old Scott, like
Yeah.
off on I think it was Colony Street
Mhm.
or one of those subdivisions back there. Someone in there did a haunted house, and they actually let you walk through their house.
That would be
Now,
cool.
as an adult, thinking about that, I would never let anyone walk through my house. But they
My first
had
thought was
it.
the liability in the homeowners.
I do remember
Back then, it didn't matter.
they had it. I don't know that you were really walking through like
Right, you might have made it through
Like,
this
I-
area or something
They
like
Yeah.
that.
had garbage bags. They're black
Yeah.
garbage bags, and it had like black lights and strobes, and garbage like sectioned off. And I think they just walked you like back and forth to the living room and back out to the kitchen. Like
Yeah.
you just walk
Yeah.
kind of around.
But now
I'm
there's
down,
also like
let's do it.
kids are being stolen in the houses.
I'm
We
like,
can't-
I'm down. Let's do it.
But yeah, I'm
You
like,
can jump out from Tyler's
I'm like-
room. Jump out from right
How
there.
cool
Like
were those?
jump out through the
How
sliding
cool
glass
were
door.
those
Yeah.
parents? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How cool were those parents?
Yeah. Scary movies. What was your favorite?
I don't kid.
I never
I don't watch
really
any
watched
of
scary movies. I
You watched any movies in your life growing up?
Yeah, that's true. Like Land Before Time. Honey, that's not scary.
stumbled onto it on TV when I was like probably about 9.
I read the book.
Because it was
I
on
read
TV. It was on network TV, and my dad was asleep on the couch, and I just turned on the TV, and there it was, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I didn't even know it was supposed to be a scary
Great
movie.
parenting,
I'm
Dad.
just watching it, and all this freaky stuff was happening. So yes.
Yeah, I've read books like all the Stephen King books and everything. Like I never watched the movies. I just want to
I
read
think the
books.
I
Friday the
did
13th were my
The
favorite.
Goosebumps series, the books, but
I didn't read those till I was adult.
Well, then that kind of answers this next one. Like, did you already say? Did you say favorite one?
No, not really.
Not really?
I don't like watching scary movies.
What about did any that you watched scare you? And if
Oh,
you
heck
watched
yeah.
it,
I've said it several times. Event Horizon. Oof. I'm telling
Need to
you,
watch it.
the whole gate to hell thing kind of thing. And I'm going like, maybe because it's the Catholic in me going like, ah. But you know,
Speaking of The Gate, I don't know if you've seen the movie The Gate, but it was I think it was an 80s movie.
wasn't it the one with
I want
what's
to
his
say
face?
Fred, but I don't think
No.
that's-
I think it's called, I think not. I think this was called The Seventh Gate. It's with what's
1987.
Pirates Caribbean guy, Johnny
Justin
Depp.
Denton, Stephen Dorff, Deborah,
Stephen Dorff.
no, Stephen Grover, Scott Denton, Lewis Tripp. So 1987 movie. They were digging in the ground and they opened up the gates to hell and the little monsters came out. It's
ooh, little
it's
monsters.
not it's not anything
I
that's
love that
crazy,
one.
but I used The Gate was one of my favorite like scary movies as a kid, even though it wasn't
See-
really scary. And then of course, yeah,
Little
Little
Monsters.
Monsters was awesome.
And it wasn't really
Just
supposed to be
quick,
scary, but you know,
Johnny Depp.
back in our day, like
The Seventh Gate or
monsters under
something
the
like
bed
that.
were like
Yeah.
a big thing. So it always kind of scared
The
me a
Ninth
little
Gate,
bit
that's
that
what it
there
was.
might be a monster under my
Here's a
bed.
number.
What you can watch it now. You can watch The Gate now for free on
YouTube.
YouTube. But yeah, so I really like that movie, but that was kids movie.
There was one with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves where Al Pacino ends up being the devil. What was it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I love that movie too.
And Johnny Depp, you said?
Yeah. No.
No,
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves. Chad, if you know it, please drop it in there.
The Devil's Advocate.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah,
Love that
I'm good at the Googles, y'all.
Yeah.
Look at the IT person here.
I really like so 80s wise, one of my favorites would be Friday the 13th, but the one that scared me the most would be Nightmare on Elm Street, because every night you go to bed, you're gonna go have a drink.
Yeah, exactly. And Johnny Depp was in that one too, actually.
And yes. So yeah, that was one of my, I think Nightmare on Elm Street was the scarier, because that one is every night you got to go to sleep. Not every night are you out at Camp Crystal Lake or Michael Myers the Boogeyman isn't.
Yeah, that could happen. Well, two of them actually that I think about now in that era, it's The Exorcist.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Shining.
Still haven't seen it.
The book was amazing.
We talked about that the other day. We're like, we really need to watch that. And then it was
I
like,
can't say that word.
it was like 11 o'clock.
Amityville.
It was like
Amityville's
awesome.
I didn't watch that until
based on
they
that true
remade it
Yeah,
10, 15
yeah.
years ago.
I love.
I know I've got several friends out there who are horror and gore heads, and just they can name all these movies. Stuff. So like, oh, I
I'm
heard
not
about
a
like
big gory person. I like the suspense movies.
Yeah, it's a suspense movie. What was the
Because
show?
we tried
House
watching
on Haunted Hill.
Haunted Hill.
Haunted
Yeah,
Hill,
we
yeah.
tried watching. We're just like, we want to watch a scary movie the other night, and we went like 5 horror movies, and it's all gory
All
stuff.
gore. We're like,
I like the suspense, like you're psyching yourself out in your mind about what's gonna happen. Or
what
what's
did we
gonna happen
watch? What was
versus blood?
It was. Here, log into your account. Look at the last 3 movies watched, and I forget what it was. It was like
yes, Fear Street.
Fear Street, 1984. It's like the first one, 1994.
And then they go back 1987.
Yeah, it was really. It was actually real. I thought it was really good. It was very. It was a mix. It was more Friday the 13th style, because this one took place
like
at a camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see what the other ones, but I want to go back and watch the other ones because I enjoyed it. I thought it was it wasn't super. It was a little bit gory, but not super gory. It was a lot of suspense.
Yeah, it was more suspense than it was gore.
All right, were any scary movies just plain dumb to you?
Tremors.
Yeah, Tremors.
A bunch of worms like don't touch the ground, and it's sad. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I get it. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Kevin Bacon was in it. The only redeeming quality. But what actually was he in the first one? I don't know. Chat, jump in there. Google it. So
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember anything that I was like, this movie's just stupid. It's not scary. Oh, we didn't even talk about The Blob.
I watched like the opening 5 seconds.
I feel like, as a
like,
kid, it's like, it's The Blob. What you looking at?
Well, just all of them, because I have to look at the pictures to remember the names.
Yeah,
of what the movie was.
Yep.
But I'm that terrible person that when I watch a movie, I'm looking for the tech side of it to see what's fake and what's not. So I'm laughing at the scary movies where everybody's like, "Stop it, just go away." Well, then stop watching a movie with me. It's just like when we watched some movie the other day, and on the wall was all these motherboards with power supplies, and I just looked at it and I said, "What the hell is that shit? It's not even working." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Those are motherboards that have no power going to them, and the power supply is not even spinning." And he's just like, "You freaking nerd ass." He's like, "I would never have even caught that."
Well, but people make a living on finding the bloopers or like, there's a video I watched like months ago talking about like, code that you see in the background, about like hacking or whatever. And if people are looking at it like, that's not a code. That's just some lines to tell you how to, for a microwave, some weird thing. I'm just like, what?
And I'm that person. I'm reading it. He said, "What does that mean? What does it say? What's it doing?" I'm just like, why are you asking me then?
The Ring. I think The Ring was terrible.
I mean, the concept was scary, but it didn't really like. Oh.
I know a lot of people that I actually like Blair Witch Project. Because it was the thought of being
for the time, because at that time it was you scaring yourself, because there was never an evil presence, whatever thing. It was just you scaring yourself in your own head, going, "Oh my god!"
I couldn't get past the snot. I still have visuals of that when people talk about it. I'm like, no.
Chad, hit us up. Let us
know. Do you watch TV shows like that too? Like just running down their face, like, "We know you can." Could you just wipe it? Like we
It's
don't need
just, like,
the theatrics
sniffing
of it.
So new age, and it's not it wasn't new, but now I mean when you get into I guess it would be 2000, it's the Scream series. I thought that the Scream series were really well done for the time period of coming out with some sort of new scary movie.
Yeah.
You had Scream, you had I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I thought was good because Jennifer Love Hewitt's Jennifer Love Hewitt. And then what was the other one? There's Scream. There's
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
there's like
My
one
Boyfriend's Back.
Scary movie. They're funny.
Freddy's Dead. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It's not Final Destination. Is it Final Destination?
Oh yeah.
The series of Final Destination?
Okay.
I thought those were
that answers the question for me on the next one here. And I think that's any 90s kid right here.
All right, we can move into it.
Yeah, because
did any of these movies leave lasting trauma or impressions on you?
The moment you drive behind a truck and you see all those windows, like, nope.
Yeah, anytime I see a log,
I will
every time
I
I'm
will
like,
either like back away.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because it didn't matter what lane you're in. It's like, nope,
It's like,
done.
I'm slow way
I'm
down.
done. I just need to go exit.
That is, I need to
We'll
know
get back up.
If there's like a clear path around it real quick, like
Oh, yeah.
Gotta go.
I don't give
Sorry,
I don't give it double yellow or double. I don't care. I will cross over that.
Rick's like, whatever.
Not taking me out. No.
Well, because I'm just semis in general. Like I respect semi drivers. I will flash them over and then I will quickly.
Sure, but gigantic
My-
logger that might lose.
But even with semis, their tires blow and it can
Right.
blow out your windows. It can. Yeah. And my truck only goes 98 miles an hour. I'd like GM to fix that, please.
You're capped?
On a 2500, absolutely. The CV axles will
The
torque.
Oh, the governor. Okay, so not the governor.
Yes, it can be done. And the engineer told me if I did, he would come down and beat me. So
All right.
thanks, Uncle Jackie. I love you too.
So everlasting
Different
trauma.
kind of trauma.
All of this.
Yes.
All of this, because as you guys know, I am terrified of the dark.
Yes.
Terrified. So all of this.
Seriously.
I had a terrible dream last night, which is an ongoing dream that I consistently have over and over throughout my life, that these doors are not locked. And as I get to lock them, as I'm walking, I hear something, and as I'm walking toward locking them, they either start to open and I'm fighting to get them closed, or I get it locked just in time, but I see somebody on the other side of the glass knowing that somebody's trying to come in my house. Or in the case of last night's dream, I get it locked and hear something at that door. I head toward that door. It is locked, and by the time I turn around, that one has been broken open. So
Don't you have a weapon in every room?
I do.
Okay.
And this is
And this is the
why.
reason why.
This is why, because I watched all these movies because I grew up in the early 80s where it didn't matter, and I had older cousins. I was young. One of the youngest. Older cousins, and they were all watching scary movies. So I'm peeking around the corner when I'm supposed to be in bed, and because all the cousins and all the family hung out. That's what you did in the 80s. And they watched scary movies, and I was the youngest, so I'm supposed to be in bed, and I'm peeking around or sitting by the, and yeah, I'm terrified of the dark, and that ongoing stupid dream happens in every house I'm at. It's always a thing, and it visualizes me into in. I threw a cup of water at the guy because that's all I had. It's glass, but I threw a glass of water at the guy and I missed. And then I woke up because I was probably being stabbed or something. But yeah, like.
So you don't fight these people?
I try to, but then I actually end up waking myself up.
Okay.
So
because like I'm
because I
killing
was
people
shaking,
in my
yeah, I was
dreams.
shaking.
I'm wondering what that means.
And I think it was you one of the times when this guy. I
This
think
guy.
it was you one of the times that we lived at the house on Clubhouse Road that came in the side gate and snuck up on everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, we were outside.
Yeah, outside in the tub, whatever.
And I knew he was coming, and it scared the hell out of me.
no.
I knew he, because he texted me. He's like, "I'm gonna come around the side, try and." Okay, cool.
But in that corner, I didn't have a light.
And we're at a fire. There, got the fire pit going. We're over here, and yep. And he comes around in my own house. Yeah.
Did you pee yourself?
No, but I
I
mean,
probably would pee
but
myself.
even like walking
Right.
to the truck from practice when I know I'm in a nice neighborhood and I'm still terrified to like
Do y'all lock your car doors in nice neighborhoods too?
every time.
I lock my
Oh
door.
yeah. I mean, I lock my car door everywhere. But
Exactly, regardless.
I lock my door before I started. If it's nighttime, I throw my trombone case in there and I jump in there, lock the door, and then I check the back seat, make sure there's no zombies.
Automatically locks when you start the car.
When you throw it in
Yeah, but if I can lock it faster than me starting the car, I do that because that extra 3 seconds.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if I walk away from my car for 2 minutes and come back to it. I'm looking inside like somebody jump in there and try to.
I know we're getting
Come up behind me and try to
sidetracked with
murder
my
me.
random trauma, but is anybody else
Hey,
traumatized by the
trauma.
movies that you watch? That
I think that's pretty much it for me.
yeah, scary movies for me. I'm just terrified of the dark. So
I mean, I guess it's good to have a healthy dose of fear.
no, it's not. I'm scared of the dark. It gets dark every night.
No, I'm saying about locking your car and looking, checking your surroundings.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
But that's just me growing up hyper aware of
Sure.
everything around
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because we'd go to Chicago every weekend, and you've been to Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always looking around. Like, I cannot get my kids to pay attention. I'm like, put your damn phone down and watch.
Right.
And I get told I'm
Not
nosy.
Florida.
Volcano, stop it.
I get told I'm nosy because, like, when I walk up to the apartment or something, I can tell you all the cars that were parked there, who was walking. And
Yeah.
why are you so damn nosy? I'm not nosy. I'm just
I'm
aware of what's around
Checking
me.
our surroundings because it's not as safe as you think it is. And being kids, especially growing like pay attention to any of that. You never do. Like nothing's scary or
Yep.
you don't think you have to worry
Because
about.
mommy's with you or daddy's with you.
Daddy like shoot. Anyways, all right, that's a cool segment.
All right, so
Hope you guys had fun with that. That is our Halloween then and now. We'll probably revisit this next year just to see how we're doing on my childhood trauma.
our next therapy session is next in 3 weeks, 2 3 weeks, 2 3 weeks. I don't know.
365 days. All right, onward. Random questions.
God, I feel bad for asking you this. Is your house with or without the porch lights when it's time to pass out candy for Halloween?
With you gotta have it on. If you're passing out candy, you gotta have the light on.
Well, it was more of,
Or
are
do
you one
pass
of
out?
those that are, that's kind of how I was wording
On.
it. So you do pass it, do you?
We're 50-50.
Yeah, if we don't, I mean, we had 1 year where we and I forget, I don't know what the heck we were doing, maybe band probably had a show or something like that, and it was just like, sorry, we're dark this year, and I feel bad, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, but you also, I remember when you first had him too, like, you still went around the neighborhood, but
Yeah.
you came back and
yeah, and
you wanted to see the kids too.
yeah, we try to, and he loves passing out candy to kids, so it's super cool. But yeah, I think it's try to have candy, and then I feel so bad because like last year we went out and did the neighborhood, and I left a sign, please take one, and then I had the cameras in the window, and I put a said, we can see you. Like,
Nah,
don't be dumping the bowl
They don't.
in your bag. No, everybody was good. They
We don't-
kind of laughed like, haha, like, and that only happens later. It only happens later when the teenagers come out.
Yeah.
It really, because all the little kids are like, and the parents see it and they're like, take one. We want to make sure we share. Some parents are typically really good. It
yeah,
happens
of course.
later when the teenagers come out and they're like,
whatever.
and then we went to Dad's last year. So the bowl was empty. I felt bad because that patio is not on I don't have it on the automator.
Oh.
So I can't automatically turn it off. So the light just stayed on while we're at my dad's, and candy bowl was flipped over, because whoever
Right.
flipped it over, and I was like, I wanted to just get on the Ring camera and be like, sorry, we're out. Our
Why
bad.
didn't you say, E, go turn off my light?
I wasn't thinking anything about it. Now I've got the switch, so I've got about 2 weeks to get it installed. But we're gonna be home this time, so
Stuff for future.
So well answered. I'm good on
for
that.
next year when I sell it,
All righty then.
if I
Well,
ever get to sell this.
so when was the last time you exercised?
I got out of bed and walked.
Oh, yep.
Hmm.
I did a crunch as I got up and rolled.
You have to be
Yeah,
very
I got
out of bed
specific.
An actual planned exercise.
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I mean, I have a cold, so we have the Peloton, and I just did one of the warm up rides as my exercise.
yeah,
But I just wanted
last-
to at least get my body moving and do something, and then I sat in the sauna.
An actual true exercise. It's been about 2.5 months for me.
What? Who are you?
But exactly, because I saw recently the music video that our band made, and it shows a lot of shots of me without my shirt. I'm going like, ooh, I got to start doing crunches again.
Do something.
So yeah,
sizes any show though, because you're bouncing around like a madman.
Exactly. So I got to do either more shows or I got to work out in between. And
I like more shows.
Yeah,
I like that idea. I'd rather play more shows.
we're actually playing end of this month.
I know. I'll be there.
Yes.
As soon as I find it. Pretty sure I got it unlocked. She's not going to remember that you have a show, so I just don't remind her. And
Don't remember.
we're going to have a date night.
All right, Patty.
Sorry. Okay, what is one thing on your bucket list?
It's like she just read my question and she's like, just
No, I actually read it. I think it's like conversation starters.
love it.
Let me see.
That was one that stuck out to me.
You know what? Actually, for this year,
No, don't say for this
Don't say for this year.
bucket
Oh,
list,
bucket list,
because if
like,
not, you're going to be
Oh.
Go
answering.
big. Go big.
All right. Go big. Go big. What is one thing on my bucket list?
I'm going to Dubai.
Thailand.
Traveling.
Yeah, just traveling.
Thailand.
Why Thailand? We'll start there and then
Well, I had an infatuation with it early on because doing like book reports and stuff like that. They always told you, oh, look at a country, do something, blah blah. And I looked into Thailand, and I do love the history, and then later on looking at the martial arts and the food traditions that they have, and just their general traditions and their religious backgrounds and things, and just looking at the land in general, the way that it was established, and the way that it just looks, a lot of jungle, and just a lot of it just attracted me to it, and I don't know why, I just kind of just did, and I'm going, I have to check this place out, and it just really, I don't know for why, there's no rhyme or reason. It's not like, oh my gosh, I met somebody from there, and blah.
Yeah.
No, it's just I just loved it.
a
Just looking
roundabout
at
cost
A
of
lot
a
of
trip.
the martial
'Cause
arts people.
I was going to say Angela
Thailand.
Magana ended
A lot
up
of
like
people go
moving there. But
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
had
Well,
several
yeah, I-
fighters
I-
that
I-
went
I-
down there.
I-
And it's super cheap. Like
Oh yeah,
bring us $1,000, you can live there for like a month. Like
exactly.
for
Yeah, it's
$80.
really super cheap, whatever. So I mean, at least from the dollar to their dollar, I forget what they use. But actually, I do have a friend actually that lives out there, and he teaches English out there. So it's really neat. And of course, you got to realize that the lifestyle we have here compared to what the lifestyle you would live there,
Yep.
it's different.
Very
So
different.
I follow Angela Magana because we had a good relationship with her at XFC. Like she was cool to us, even if other people in the industry didn't. Whatever. It's the industry, but yeah. But yeah, I had a cool relationship with her, and she lived out there a lot, but it was very much. It's not. I don't want it. It's a minimal lifestyle.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
You're on the beach, and it's right there on like you're right there on the water, and you just
Isn't that the
You're just
lifestyle
in-
made for tall people though?
it's
Well,
just.
yeah, that's true.
But it was very very minimal, and she I didn't want to like I don't want to call it like, oh, it's a hippie kind of lifestyle, but it's not. It's
No,
a
it's their normal.
yeah,
because
it's a
lot
culture
of
thing
Asian
that I think
cultures.
is awesome.
Yeah, all of Asian cultures. Even when I took that trip to Japan years back, 6 years ago, the way that they eat their portions of food, how much they have in the space. Now I get it. You live in an island, you got to build up.
Right.
You're limited to resources perhaps, but even then, still, just a lot of things are minimal compared to what we're used. Because we're used to 24/7 McDonald's are
Right.
open, and Denny's and
3 or 4 of them
Corral
live in a
and-
house together, and they train and they go and they run the
Yeah.
like
This
they go run the beach, and
this house would fit maybe like 3-4 families
Yeah.
Oh,
in a culture somewhere else,
Yep.
perhaps. For Latinos, this is like at least 2 families. But, no, but beyond that, I mean, exactly, it's also the mentality and the aspect that we have.
Yeah.
To what the perception of, like I said, like this much land.
Right.
In Japan, you are making buku money to have this much land available to you, because also land over there is more precious because of the fact that you live on an island.
Yeah.
So having a house with land is not common. So or even Thailand or
Well, in the culture,
Vietnam.
I feel like the culture is a lot more shared, not
Yeah.
just because of the space size, but just the culture.
It's way more open, way more communal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I do agree with.
Dubai, explain. I'm going to say technology for sure, because their technology is insane.
ICDMs and they have,
So but Bali dancing.
Okay.
Like that was my first and then you see pictures and it's all just so pretty. But my scare, and probably why I'll never go, is the food. Could you guys imagine me trying to eat spicy food? And I don't know that I could do that.
well, that was a good week.
I don't even know that I make it today. I'd be like, can we go home now? But price wise, it's about $1,000 to Thailand and Dubai
Yeah.
round trip.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, but I mean, Dubai is very modernized, and
Very.
Right.
and they do. They may not have a Publix, but they do have your McDonald's, your
Right, but I'm
KFCs,
just
your
like,
other
you
foods, and
want to
your
experience the
markets.
culture
So
too.
Cyrus, who we had on the show, Cyrus goes to Dubai a couple times a year to announce fights over there. He loves it. Like it just the tech buildings and the infrastructure of what they have going on there is crazy and beautiful and very just
A side story for later, but I know I don't know if it was somewhere else, but they talk about like the problem they have with so many expensive cars that are just left on the side of the road.
wow.
That they just ditch them because they can't afford them anymore or something like that. So they'd rather just ditch them and somebody either take them and literally just like lined up, just left behind.
That's crazy.
So
Well, if it's like 30,000 oil change, I get it.
right. What you got?
What was yours?
Oh, I don't want to steal yours. So is that yours?
In other words, he doesn't know yet.
I have to.
A bucket, like a huge
Okay.
thing that I would like to do is travel to Scotland, and but probably not the same trip. Maybe.
If you could get a month off, you could.
Right. Yeah, and she knows we're on the same wavelength and trips that we want to take. Really want to take volcano to see a volcano.
Yeah.
That whether it's Hawaii or Iceland,
Okay.
I think would be. I know.
Iceland.
He's got $400.
Yeah,
The volcano
Yeah.
has spoken.
kid. More
He has
money than
$400.
any other four.
He says, "I want to go."
But yeah, so either
Is he?
when he's older and it's my kid. But I'd really like to take a couple trips, but if not, if he's old enough to have things he can do on his own, I'd really like to go to Maldives.
Maldives.
So Maldives,
Maldives. I don't know how
whichever
to
way
say
it said, like beautiful.
It is.
And when you see the
But
stuff
a lot
that
of
is,
the stuff is, they do have some family oriented resorts, but
But
most
it's-
of them are adult only.
it's typically
Yeah.
things like that, and
But that's like a week long because it's so
which
far.
means he's got to be old enough. He's either got to be a teenager and be able to take care of himself, or he's got to be able to handle her and
Yeah.
be pretty self-sufficient that somebody wants to watch him for
Yeah,
a
like
week.
at least
Um,
13.
Talk with my sister about it, and her and Brandon are interested when the time comes. But it would be cool because this is you're basically on the island, and then it goes out the bridges or whatever go out, and then each cabin is off of
Oh yeah. I've seen
that
those,
platform. So kind of like you would have like boat docks, they are over the top of the water, and you're just out there, and you can get these multi-room bungalows and stuff like that, depending on how much they're spread out enough, but then you have one common area that's like a big swimming pool or that's right over. So amazing. The water looks beautiful, and a lot of the amenities and things like that. So I started looking into trips, but they are quite pricey. You can get them on a deal, but you get what you pay for.
Right.
But it is not.
Kid friendly. Just
All right. So
There's
my
like one
question
night.
was, what is one goal you would like to accomplish in the next year?
not cutting my hair.
Please cut your hair.
Please cut your. Why?
I want to let it grow out. I want to see if I can get it growing again, at least up to shoulder length.
But
Why?
we can take you so much more seriously in your industry when you look clean cut.
Mhm.
Just my personal
well,
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
He's like, yeah, but I don't care about work.
And I respect that. I'm just
people that based on my look.
Yeah, it's gonna happen regardless. I know. It's fine. I understand. I know how to use, essential oils and clean up my hair. It's okay. I
Oh, they're so.
I work through the mullet phase.
you're so funny.
Yes.
All right.
And again.
I don't know, but I'm like super stoked about Jeeping for Jed, and I just can't get it out of my head. That's all.
No.
Uh-oh.
I know it might be wildly realistic, but I would hope to have our house built by the end of next year.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Keep our
Yeah. Definitely. really would like that.
At least be like well, like ready to almost move in at least by the end of next year.
Not just starting to break ground.
Yeah, not just starting to break ground. I want to break ground like January. Yeah, that would be nice, but realistically, maybe January, maybe.
Slightly creepy, not gonna lie.
Because he's not even moving his lips.
Oh, you're not
I'm seeing
gonna-
this kid, I'm hearing the song, I'm like, this is not matching. That is creepy. This is how this is how the scary movie happens. I'm seeing it live.
You're moving your lips more than he did. That's why it was kind of creepy. And how about yourself, sir?
So I don't know. I'm 100% with her on the house building thing. That's one of the really big things. Yeah. That's one of the big things. Definitely getting the house built. Business wise, though, I would really like it. We have a couple custom products, custom solutions that we built, and I'd really like to, especially the quick checkout system, I'd really like to get that in a position to take off to build the residual income that we want to achieve to accomplish over the next 2 years. So getting residual income in that allows, which it's already started, but getting it at the level that to where that residual income builds up to cover things, because
Like all of the bills would be great.
and exactly, and because it's kind of we got that goal of by the time he starts high school, we still want to manage our agency and still have our clients, but we want to be a lot less.
Hands-on.
More of the team, had a small team that handles that, bare bones, small team that handles that,
running the working
that we're paying good money to, and then we can focus on him being, I really want to be there for all of his high school stuff. So I think that's
good.
I want you there for all the high school stuff.
Yeah,
But just want to throw that out there.
in the next year, I would really like to get that stuff in place, because we keep building out more and more custom solutions instead of
Passing it
focusing
on.
on
So
No. Well, these are good goals to have.
yeah.
And although we talk about them, we got to write them down, put a date to them. That's what we talk about these things in a certain time frame, and it sucks
I got another bucket list.
because it's accountability.
What's that?
So nobody likes that.
Tell us before we move on.
I got one more bucket list thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would like to eventually get my pilot's license and learn to fly an airplane.
with Shane or
I
by
want to go to
yourself?
Colorado.
Or get a pilot's license to fly a drone.
Yeah.
Can he
That's the same.
can he train you?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I haven't asked him that. I don't know if he can. I would assume.
He would need an
That he
instructor's
can.
license first.
I'm sure he's got an instructor's license.
He has everything.
I don't, because it's a Black Hawk pilot. I mean,
That doesn't mean he's automatically an instructor.
correct. But I'm pretty sure that I actually think that he became a Black Hawk instructor. I think that was his last licensing.
I think that's what he said in
So
the
cool.
show.
I would like him to
Oh.
teach me to fly a Black Hawk.
Yes, please.
Pretty sure I got to join
Yeah,
the military.
Well, I saw you put the comment on his thing.
Yeah.
We need more buttons.
Yeah, I probably have to do 10 pull-ups, and that's just not happening. Because once you join the military, you probably have to do 10 pull-ups. So yeah, but a friend of mine got his pilot's license, and just watching his journey and getting it done was really cool. He lives over in Nashville. He did video photography for us at XFC and took these amazing photos. Different style of photos for us. It was more black and white, but anyways, he got his pilot's license, and I'm jealous because he can just jump in a plane and fly over Nashville anytime he wants. And I was like, that's amazing. And it took him, I think it was 6 months or something like that. And
I think it's like $10,000 or $15,000.
it's a good amount of money, but I think that it would be amazing to be able to
Absolutely.
learn how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
I'd like to learn how to skydive, but to learn how to fly a plane.
Skydiving's last option.
Jason.
Good job, Jason.
Jason.
Good job reading it
Very
though.
good.
Sounds
All
like-
right, let's do our bracket. Sorry, everybody. We haven't done a show in 2 weeks, and there's been a lot of all the crazy stuff of life. So
By the way,
us rambling. Welcome to our couch.
He said a very Latino like Jason.
Yeah, welcome to our couch. This is
All right.
Or
the
hang
type
out
of
side.
show we've needed to do for a while, I think. So
Yeah. Except next time I promise more alcohol.
yeah, and Frick's gonna fall asleep on us. if
I'm
we don't.
gonna take a nap.
Let's
before I
hurry up.
get to
Hurry up. All right. We got a you decide bracket of Halloween bad guys.
And you know what? Notice how most of them are actual guys.
Guys.
Yeah. What's up? We need
wanna
some
start us
Halloween
off?
because Halloween bad girls is
All right.
totally different.
All right,
Who wants to start us
Chucky
off?
from
Sure.
Child's Play or Jigsaw from Saw? Who is the worstest, baddest guys? Is it
Chucky.
Oh,
Chucky all day.
Chucky. Yeah.
Chucky. Yeah, well, you wrong.
I'm wrong. I drink
Yep.
my empty cup.
All right. We got Norman Bates from Psycho or Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I'm going to Lecter.
I'm going Lecter
I'm
because
gonna
he'll kill
have
more.
to.
Yeah, he'd kill
Yeah.
more people than.
And he's fancy about it. I think he's up.
The women all choose Hannibal.
He knows how to eat.
All right. Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on.
That's mine.
Oh, is it yours?
Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on
Fred-
Elm
Frack
Street
Paddy.
or Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
Hmm.
I'm going Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Voorhees. I mean, it's like because Jason is pretty bad, but I mean, Freddy's always in your sleep.
Yeah, Freddy's just always in the sleep.
So,
and
yeah,
I
I'm
think
Freddy.
he's a little. Don't take this out on me, Jason. He's just a little more.
Hey, by the way, for all you horror fans out there and etc., do not come at. I mean, you can type in chat, please. Jump in your thoughts as to what maybe we may be right or wrong, but
You're gonna be crazy.
don't take it too seriously, please, and just enjoy yourselves.
Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or Michael Myers, Halloween.
I want Michael Myers.
I'm
This
gonna
time.
say Michael.
Leatherface stays at his house.
That's true. Yeah. So-
Michael Myers travels.
Michael's travels. Yeah. So Michael.
I am Michael Myers and
Mommy.
All right.
Mommy,
Chucky
no.
or Freddy?
No.
Ooh. Still going with Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy can
still
still
in the
get you to
dreams,
sleep.
man.
Mommy,
Yes,
why have a no?
that's part of the name.
So
Anybody?
Do you want me to read it?
we got Hannibal Lecter or Michael Myers.
No.
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
I'm going Michael because Hannibal they already cut,
Yeah,
and Michael Myers can come back again.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna go Michael Myers. We flip it.
Flipping.
Heads is Hannibal.
Heads it is.
Heads is Hannibal.
And the Lecter gets it.
I don't agree, but I don't control
It's
the
okay,
flip.
I think.
Freddy Krueger or Hannibal Lecter?
Freddy.
Freddy in your dreams,
yeah.
man.
Freddy.
Freddy in your dreams.
1, 2. Freddy's gonna win the.
And the creepy song. Yeah, there is that. I didn't even think about that. Could have done
1,
creepy
2.
songs,
Freddy's
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
But not all of them have.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees all had
Could be, yeah.
really creepy songs. Which watching the how you make this, blah blah blah, and how they came up with like the Halloween music was pretty crazy. So very cool. That's the bracket,
Well, Freddy
everybody.
Krueger,
Freddy
you
Krueger
win
takes
once
the
again.
cake.
The body was identified.
Is it him or no?
It was Brian.
I
Well, 8 minutes ago, they just published it. Anyways, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, some breaking news here with us this evening.
I'm just saying.
Those parents belong in jail.
Yep.
They are accomplices. I don't care what anybody else is say. They are accomplices. You got to have an opinion on this. Come on.
Yes, but we'll leave it for another episode,
Yeah,
another time.
Why?
But not right now because we
No.
Because the news just broke.
understand it. I
Now's the
understand
time.
it.
It's live. Now's the time.
If
3
you guys
minutes.
Picked up. We're talking about the
2 minutes.
Brian Laundry.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For
The
those who don't
remains they
know,
found in the park.
again,
How is
is
it?
it laundry or Landry?
Laundry, dirty laundry.
Like dirty laundry.
How is it? He comes home, you leave blah blah blah, this, that, and the other
Mind you,
thing.
they had a fight. He comes, he flies back, or he drives back to Florida, uses her credit card.
I wasn't
he
saying
goes
that I'm on
back
his
out
side.
there
I'm
and
just
kills
saying.
her.
No, and I get it,
I'm
but
just saying that we don't.
but
have
it's a hot
enough
topic for right now, so we should actually we
Yeah.
should
They
mention it
came
tonight.
home and
because
went- Parents like
time. Yeah, so
you come home, you go camping with your parents without your fiance.
the fiance lived at their house with them.
yeah.
He was wanted on federal warrant, charged with intent to defraud from more than for one or more unauthorized uses of Cabby's bank card
Yep.
between August 30th and September
Grand Theft
4th.
Auto of stealing her
taking
vehicle.
More than $1,000. Officially did not initially call him a suspect in Gabby's homicide. Wyoming coroner said she died by strangulation. Body was likely outside and kept for 2 weeks, but no suspect had been named. And they just said that they actually just found his skeleton. So they only found his bones, which is intriguing to me. Is how I read this. And
Which
if
is
I'm
what, yeah,
reading
which
into it,
is
I apologize.
Right.
So-
Well, he was in like a park or a forest area. So
So it was like he really mauled, because that would kind of make me
Because
happy.
that would make me a lot
be
going to hell for this, I'm
happier
sure.
than
but
if-
I'm sure
than
I
if
am
he
too.
just killed himself.
But,
Yeah.
but how
Take
quickly,
the
how,
coward's way
how
out.
quickly
Not
does
that
the body
I expect
decompose where it's
anything
just bones that they
from-
find?
Right.
That's what that's
Right.
that's what
They
I'm
did it from
thinking.
dental
Like,
records.
yeah.
They did it from dental records.
it
That's
doesn't
what they
say.
they were saying yesterday.
But
that they were-
bones in
But-
2 weeks.
But
In
it-
2 weeks, you're
it's
down to
something-
bones. 3
yeah,
weeks.
I mean-
down to
Unless wolves are like eating it.
Yeah, and I just.
I mean, they found bones, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure it wasn't just bones.
I'm sorry, but the parents just opt that they're both going to go out this time, and they happen to go right to where they find clothing articles in a backpack and a notebook.
I feel like,
blah, blah, like
Thought she
he was
was
gonna
gone.
kill
The
himself.
FBI later confirmed that human remains were found in an area that had previously been underwater, not uncommon. So,
right, which is
so why would
Right.
the skin come off if it was underwater? It would actually bloat and be.
Yeah,
Right.
flesh, even flesh eating bacteria.
everything is
decompose
so.
exactly
It
what-
feels so put together
Yeah.
and so just and not. I just feel I don't want to call it. It feels like.
And
It feels planned.
Like, are
Why is the FBI in the corner going to lie or anything? I just don't understand. And to me, they're accomplices, and I hope they had no chance. They didn't know where their son. They all went and got phones, separate phones that were
non-traceable.
non-traceable phones.
burners?
What a coincidence. yeah.
All of them
Burners.
went and got burner phones. They belong in jail. It's like reserve justice. Now, the odd thing is the fact that this makes national news over else that's going on. So we all know that that's kind of a distraction and whatnot. But I'm glad that they found him. Hopefully, if it's truly actually, but there's a lot more to the story that I feel like is not being told.
You're saying everything that's in the comments right now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And it's
seriously.
Something. There's still something that just like
So much just
I'm not at math, but I do math daily, and this is not adding up still.
Yeah. And they're
Still-
saying there's no way that he could be a skeleton. He wasn't gone long enough. You know,
Right.
I feel that the parents are involved. I believe that the police are involved.
Yep.
This is a cover up for the media. Like, that's what all
There's
these
so
comments
much.
are.
There's so much.
So,
Number one, how it you know from the get-go. When he gets home, Tyler, can you please be quiet? For a fact that he's a suspect. Right from the get-go.
Mhm.
You don't have to name
Why
him
let
as
him
one
out?
because you can't.
I let him out of your.
How does he get out of your sight when you have surveillance on that? When the media can keep surveillance on the house and say, oh, the vehicle left at this point, blah, blah, blah. But you as the FBI
yeah.
can't like
And
there's
Grady, like
something-
Grady, we listen to.
Yeah, go listen to
on
Grady
the
Judd.
Looney, and they do like
Yeah.
a Wednesdays with Grady Judd, and he was on. They were talking about the.
and he had said the
Right,
moment
like,
they had
he's like,
their argument.
As soon as he came home, like he drove her van home, we would have got for driving her
Yep.
like grand theft, using
Yeah.
her credit card.
Yep.
He would have already been on suspicion of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
charges, and we wouldn't have let him out of our surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
To that
He
when they
wouldn't
got
have
in,
Flowed back.
either
to-
in Florida or Polk County,
Yeah.
when you get in an argument, a domestic dispute, you're separated and one of you go to jail.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to.
They
If
would
the
have been
cops are
so they
called,
would have
one
been
of you has to
separated,
go to
and
jail.
then she would have had a chance to really speak out and say, he's beating me, he's doing this, he's doing that. He could have spoke out and
Yeah.
said,
She's not mentally stable. Or
she's not mentally,
this,
she's
that.
trying to kill me. Like
Yeah.
whatever was going on. I'm not saying that she was innocent. I'm not saying that he was innocent, but
That all this was happening also in a
Both-
different state.
both of them might be alive.
Yeah.
Like, and then the fact that you get that he just disappears and the family really helped him disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah. no,
Like,
it's-
I'm
it's-
sorry, that
They definitely helped
Even
us.
even if he had but what was it? About almost like a month ago, not even.
Wait.
That we heard about him, leaving her behind and then making it back to Florida or whatever. Still, a month is not enough time for a body to decompose that quickly, naturally, without
Her body didn't decompose that quickly.
Right.
So
exactly. Yeah.
Why? And
Why
she was
his-
in a national park, like with wild.
Even
Why
in
did it
water-
take them a week to identify her, but a day to identify him?
Yep. Just
so
And all her
things don't add up. We're with all of you on the internet
Yeah,
as
so-
well.
confused.
Yeah.
Confused.
If it truly is him, good. I hope it was.
Hope he was
hope it was
mauled
a
to
long.
death by
Well,
bobcat.
because obviously he strangled her to death because the FBI said in the murder.
No, it was strangulation. Yeah, it was
So-
confirmed. So,
Yeah.
Honestly.
all right. Well, last minute breaking
Go get
news
help,
here, so-
people. For those of you who were not paying attention to us and might have been paying attention to Volcano, he was actually reading this closing slide is what he was trying to do. So it was kind of funny. Yeah. If you go back, you'll hear him. If you'd like to
Pina colada.
he was trying
That's
to
good. That's good.
and then she had scrolled up a slide and or he scrolled
He's
up
like,
a
come
slide.
on, I was trying to read
Yeah.
that.
So all right, go ahead, take it away.
All right, so don't forget that being normal is vastly overrated, and that was from Aggie Cromwell in Halloween Town. So
Which we watched the other day.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We watch it all the time, a couple times a year probably
For
at this point. But
but also don't forget, as always, if you'd like to donate, sponsor.
sign out of social media. Take some time to get away. Facebook's getting ready to change its name anyway. So
The Facebook.
on the ticker. Sign out of social media. Turn off the news. Don't text and drive. Epstein did not kill himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chicka-digga-digga-digga-da-da.
Yeah, it is.
Chicka-digga-digga-digga-da-da. 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 See ya! Say see ya, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.